Hello YouTube. Welcome back. This is the Bald Man building an airplane. I said last video that we would be doing more wiring. I made a mistake. That is not what's happening in this video, but we are still working on the wing systems. So I had mentioned previous video that I'm putting the magnetometer in the right wingtip. So what that means is that it's just going to be hanging out there, and there it is, that little black box. Let's do a little background. A magnetometer is a electronic device that's used in avionics systems. It is a magnetic compass as well, and in this particular case, it's a magnetic compass as well as a like I think set of three accelerometers set up in three different axes. So it gets you magnetic heading plus three axes of acceleration information, which basically gives you your entire set of what do you call them? ARs? Yeah, your ARs, your attitude and heading reference system for your glass panel. So since it's going to be out on the wingtip, I needed to figure out how I was going to mount it out there. So I decided I was going to make a little bracket for it. So I've been talking this whole time, but in the background you can see me building. And so I basically took a bunch of scrap aluminum and made a little box. You can see the basis of it there next to my left arm. Using aluminum that's bent this way and that way and this way and that way, it comes to be a nice sturdy thing. So Garmin's manual says that when it's flexed, it should be able to withstand something like 20 pounds of weight, and not when I say when it's flexed, when pressure is applied, it should be able to withstand with 20 pounds of pressure where the magnetometer sits and not deflect. Basically because they don't want vibrations from the engine causing this thing to go bonkers up and down. So it needs to be pretty sturdy. Looking back, I probably should have used 40 thousandths aluminum, and I think I used 32. But based on the rivet spacing I have there and the mounting configuration I have for it for the wing, and where the bolts are in reference to like those angle brackets, it's plenty sturdy. I think I could put like 40 pounds of weight on it before it really started to flex. So I'm happy with the way it turned out. And it's always nice to be able to build something yourself without, like, I sort of like made plans in my head and sort of drew them out on a piece of paper and was like, all right, well, this is probably going to work. And it's really neat to be able to go from nothing to something, or rather, I shouldn't say nothing. I mean, realistically, it was all just flat aluminum sheet. But then, going from that to a three-dimensional object that's going to be part of your build is pretty freaking cool. So this is day 2 after I had primed it. I don't know why I primed it. It didn't need to, but just decided that was going to be necessary. So yeah, then let's just assemble the box, make sure the thing fits in there nicely, and then we'll get to mounting it in the wing eventually. I don't know if we mounted it in the wing right away or not, but yeah. I also took some time to put measurements on it where I think was going to be the right configuration for, within 3 degrees of forward and whatever, but I can shim it with washers later when it's mounted to the wing. So that's it for this one. Thanks for stopping by, and come back next time for more building stuff.